It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Coming out with it, it's Hudson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Send the tight end in motion. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Finds his man, it's Johnson. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Red Raiders, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. The run inside, it's Sticky. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Might as well stick with him. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. The give, Quentin Joyner running right.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Wants to throw, it's Hammond. Skips away from pressure. He's going to run it. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch them off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the 1st. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
They'll give it to Joyner. On the move at the 30. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it. It's Williams. Finding some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raider. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Might be changing the route. They'll try the right side. Powers through the defender. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Hoover. Snagged in the middle. It's Becker. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for the edge, it's Joyner. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Williams open on the right side. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Running backs are wide receivers. They do such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
Offense in a bunch formation. Running inside. It's Dickey. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Red Raiders! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the 0 at the 37. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Good pickup, but a little bit short of the sticks. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Here's a give to Joyner. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. Makes the catch and he's free. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up and he's headed the other way. They bring him down but not. Does he recover the fumble? He gets the first down. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Here's Joyner. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Under fire. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The run inside. It's Beebe. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hoover. And the pass down the left side, diving, caught.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
And the Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
The Hoosiers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
And the Hoosiers have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Richard. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. With the draw, it's Dickey. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Caught over the middle. It's Eakin. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Red Raiders in the hurry-up. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside. It's Dickey. Might have a chance. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Here comes the option. Give to the running back. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Hoosiers take their first time out. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Oh, look, Ma, one hand.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. To the air. It's Hammond. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fitted in the window for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Preston. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down. The Hoosiers headed quickly to the line.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Finds his man. It's Richard. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Offense, quick tempo. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Snagged out of the air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Indiana.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Beebe. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he missed it. No good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Collisions and power on display. And after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense. But coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch. But advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He's got it again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And the Hoosiers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got a little grass. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
The run inside. It's Richard. Makes it past the marker. Finds a crease at the 20. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
And finally, guys, we've been talking about this offense. When are they going to get it going? When are they going to have that spark? They make the play. They finally get on the board. Now, can they keep the momentum going? Can they play complementary football? Can the defense get a few stops and the offense keep this up?
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
So now it's second and long. Running inside, it's Dickey. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
It'll be third and long. To the air, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10.
Motion. Straight on the end.
Hand off to Joyner. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Looking for space. It's Richard. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Here comes the 2-point try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. The run inside. It's Williams. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. The short hands, it's Dickey. Makes the grab and room to run. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Running inside, it's Dickey. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Here's a heat. And they got him.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. It's complete to the left. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now the play fake. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Off the RPO, complete. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Dead center, perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They'll run it on the counter. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
To throw, it's Hoover. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
They'll run the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Hoosiers take their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Got his man on the outside. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Packers offense all set and ready to crank things up. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Caught close to the marker, it's Richard. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Looking to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Hoover. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands. It's Becker. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Could be an alley. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Touchdown, Indiana! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. What is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. He gets it away, and it is a high hanging punt. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Got a man. It's Preston. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
He'll off one deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. That's caught. It's Becker. He stopped at the 32. Picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Hoosiers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on first down. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Got it in the middle. It's Becker. And he's got plenty for the first down, and now they'll have a chance to get their thoughts together coming out of the 2-minute timeout. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
He's got him. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
Well, it's pretty apparent who they want to get the football to on this drive, right? It hasn't mattered where this guy is lined up, which side of the field. That's where the quarterback is throwing it. The defense now has got to take account of that. What's that, 4 or 5 catches in a row?
Touchdown, Indiana! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
And they'll take a knee.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee.